Today is the summer solstice, and to kick off the season, we're tasting some great summer wines with wine expert Doug Reichel. So great to have you back in studio, and thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you, Heather. Happy first day of summer.
Yes, certainly doesn't feel like it out there, but that's okay. We can still get into the spirit. We're sampling 3 great choices that you've brought on the show today.
Yeah, summer is all about hopefully light and outdoor eating, and so we've brought a selection here. We want to let people know about rosés. In fact, a friend of mine said real men drink rosé.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll start with the rosé, move to a white, and then end with a red. So to start with, Heather, we have the Melipal Malbec Rosé. Now, I need to distinguish rosés from what I call these Kool-Aid with a buzz blushes. Okay, North America is quite famous for these blushes that are wonderful for some palates, but most of the European palate and around the world goes with a drier, crisper style of rosé because it's more refreshing. So the Melipal Malbec Rosé from Argentina is all from one vineyard, all organic grapes, and all hand harvested, and is absolutely a delightful way to enter the summer.
So, Doug, what kind of sets a rosé apart from a red wine, or, as you said, something that's far sweeter?
The rosé, of course, is made from a limited contact of the juice with the skins. So, let's say with a red, you would be looking at maybe 7 to 12 days of juice in touch with the skin. With this particular Melipal Malbec Rosé, for example, you're talking about 20 hours to 24 hours in touch with the skin, which gives it this sort of gracious pink hue there.
And you're going to give us the opportunity to actually give this a try, even though it is only 7:50 in the morning.
But it's got to be 5 o'clock somewhere.
That's right. So, and I know you did give us some suggestions last time as well to hold the glass, and do you want to run that through us?
Well, again, we're serving in smaller style glasses. Here, of course, Reichel glasses, because they capture the nose quite nicely. And that's the important part, Heather, is enjoy that nose. So. Okay. As you put your nose in there, you'll pick up wonderful sort of watermelon, strawberry notes there. All this from the grape, of course.
It
There's
does
no
smell
additives
delightful.
There. Yeah, it is. And then, of course, that
very nice
crisp style. I think I spilled on your table.
Oh, that's fine.
The incredible thing to say about the rosé, though, amazing food versatility. People don't realize that a dry, crisper style rosé lets you go into even dense meats, but of course into the salads, into the egg salads, into anything tempura fried. Okay. Just an amazing summer wine with far more food versatility, Heather, than many people realize.
It is beautiful. We could spend all morning on it, but unfortunately we're already starting to run out of time, so let's get to the white wine.
Now, what we have here is the Wild South Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand. Of course, New Zealand has become quite famous. New Zealand and France are the two most significant producers of the Sauvignon Blanc. Sauvignon Blanc I've chosen, Heather, because it has this gorgeous bordering on from citrus to almost tropical nose. In this case, it has very tropical. And a good Sauvignon Blanc always ends with this wonderful sort of crisp cleanness that leaves your palate refreshed and perks the palate up, really, in many ways. So, again, the nose. And there you'll be picking up some of those sort of tropical notes, even on the edge, a little bit of citrus, signaling a lovely crispness, and then.
So, Doug, as far as this one goes, tastes wonderful, but I imagine there's some foods that could be paired very nicely with it.
Absolutely, beautifully here with anything seafood, like Heather, northern pike, pickerel in our province. Absolute marriage with that. Then seafood, of course, oysters. Then goat cheese is particularly nice. Anything rich in herbs, and asparagus from the garden. The Wild South Sauvignon Blanc begs summer.
It really does, and I almost don't want to give it up this morning, but we do have some red wine to sample as well.
Right on. So we're going to end with a red here, and here, Heather, again, I'm pouring into larger Reichel glasses here. I'm pouring the Luzon Selección 2007 from Spain, from the south of Spain, and I'm pouring it directly into the glass, but I have brought here a decanter. So the reason we use a decanter, or conversely, if you prefer some sort of aerator, you can hear that bubbling going on. Basically, in every situation here, what's happening, Heather, is that we're just trying to introduce a little bit of air into the wine, allowing for a bit of a release of the aromas. Now, the older the wine, this is a 2007, the older the wine, the less you have to do that. The younger the wine, the more important in order to sort of stir it up, release the aromas.
So is it worth it?
Yeah, sure it is. But I don't think you have to get expensive. I think, you know, have yourself a decanter, possibly. If you want to go the aerator route, that's wonderful. But basically, do whatever you need to do just to introduce the air into the wine. I've poured a little bit into the glass, and the idea is to stir that like that. Now, the Luzon Selección is Merlot, Cabernet Sauvignon, Monastrell and Tempranillo, 12 months in wood, and absolutely drinking like silk.
Oh, it's wonderful as well. 3 great choices you brought on again today, Doug. If somebody wants to find out more information about you, if they have some questions about wine themselves, how can they contact you? Yeah,
well, thank you, Heather. FineWinesSask.com. It gives all sorts of food pairing ideas, and then download it on your smartphone as well.
I've said it before, we are so lucky to have you and your expertise here in Saskatchewan, and not to mention in studio this morning. Thanks so much for coming on the program this morning.
Have a good day.
You too. Much more to get to this morning on the Morning News.